Jenny McCarthy Show. Oh!
Better late than never, the 2-hour season premiere. It is the second one. Congratulations. It's so good to see you as always.
Yo.
You're such a good man.
Thank you.
Not only am I a fan, though, but I love you as a person.
Thank you.
I've actually talked about you in other meetings. I don't know why your name's come up, but I think they say who was one of your favorite person to interview, or I say you.
Wow. Have you heard that, actually? You have? Okay.
It's true.
Thank you.
I know. Now you're blushing. Listen, this show I'm excited about, you guys. If you haven't, it's the second season, too.
It's the second season. It premiered last night, and the real official start is January 1st.
Tell the show what it's about in case they don't know.
So, Bill Shatner, George Foreman, Terry Bradshaw, Jeff Dye, a stand-up comic, and myself, we travel across Europe. We have 5 cameras. We have no script. It is an eating show. It is a travel show. It is a wonder show, an improv show. And it's just amazing.
Anything goes.
Anything goes. And I must tell you, it's not like any show I've ever done in my entire 45-year career.
I bet that's refreshing.
It's fallen into my lap like a gift from the gods.
Why do you think? Did you put something out? I'm a big person. I talk about manifestation. Did you put something out there that said, I would love something different, something that's like can show my human spirit?
No, I think what happened is I'm old, and they said we're going to take some old people and we're going to send them across the world.
Oh, that's hilarious!
And that's how I got the gig. So I'm an executive producer.
You are an executive producer.
And they said, look, you know what we're thinking of? This is going to be so much fun. Oh my God, I can see it now. You're going to eat a goat from the inside out. And I thought, you know what? I'd like the check, please. I don't think I'm going to do that. But we have, I've had a camel burger. I have had pork vagina, and that's pretty much implanted in the
I tried that in college
restaurant's
once,
wall.
and then I said never again.
Never again.
My friend, and I'm not going to name his name yet, but
Okay.
he was a producer on the show. And this is what he had. He's a dear friend of mine.
Okay.
Everywhere we went in Asia, the one common factor was that everyone knew you.
Wow.
Out of everybody.
That's nice.
More internationally known than Shatner, George Foreman. He said George Foreman came in second, which surprised him.
No, I'm telling you, the heavyweight champ of the world, people loved meeting him.
Isn't that interesting?
They did. We were in Lithuania, and he beat a man when he was 19 years old to get the gold medal for the Olympics. And that family, the man's family, came to meet him. The wife, the daughter, the sister, the brother, the grandchildren.
Oh.
And George said, this is what the show is about, that I waited too long. Because 2 years ago, I thought I need to go visit this man, and he passed away.
No.
But his whole family came. It was very emotional.
It was very. It's going to make me cry right now because I'm PMSing, which
Made
doesn't
me
help
cry.
very all. One night, they said, we shot in a geisha house.
Yes, we
and
did.
Alcohol flowed pretty freely.
Well, I don't drink.
Henry was by far the cheapest drunk.
I don't drink a lot, but sake, I didn't know there was that much sake in one country. And I literally depleted their reserve.
Come on.
It was great. And then I danced with a geisha.
How was that?
It was very, they are in whiteface.
Right.
It was very kabuki.
It's a perfect word for it. He said the geishas could pound the stuff back and it would barely register.
They were amazing. You know what I really found out about the geishas when we were all sitting there at the table? They are like, they read the guest. They're like psychologists.
Ooh, that's interesting.
They know what each person, just by chatting with them for a second or having them pick a name sticker or something, they know what that person is like. And then everything they do has that in mind.
So maybe you have to have that intuitive skill in
They're
order
intuitive
to be a geisha.
is the word I was looking for.
This is what some people want to know. Who was the biggest pain in the ass? And I do have a confirmation of who that was.
You do?
Yes.
You do. Okay, so it wasn't Jeff. It wasn't George. It wasn't, hello, America. It wasn't Terry. It could have been me.
Nope.
No, it wasn't me.
Shatner.
That leaves Bill. No. See, Bill has a really big heart. He really has a mushy interior. You just need a jackhammer to get there.
How did you get along? Because I can't imagine, each time you guys had your own huge it factor.
Right.
And so to have those type of egos come together, usually by age comes wisdom and ego, death happens, but some are still high and mighty. So how did those all gel?
Do you know what that is? You either have it or you don't. It's God-given. Either there is a chemistry or there isn't. And if there was no chemistry, we wouldn't be doing a second year. When we got to the airport for the second shooting of this, the first was in Asia, and now we're in Europe. Germany and Spain, Lithuania, Sweden, and Morocco.
Sounds like the housewives.
Within 10 minutes of being at the airport together, we were, like a family gets together at the table. Now you're all adults, you all have your own children, but the youngest becomes the youngest, the middle becomes the middle, the older, right?
Yes.
It all just... That happened within 10 minutes of being at the airport. We were back to exactly who we were a year and a half ago.
That is fascinating.
And we were off to Munich, where you can have a pretzel cut in half, buttered, for breakfast. And I'm telling you, I had to change my underwear.
I heard, is this true that you had no underwear on at one point?
Well, you need nut powder when you're wearing lederhosen. But here's the thing. We're talking about crushed almonds or just a sprinkle of nutmeg. And what happens is that it makes the leather smoother.
Smoother.
Yeah. I was going to package nut powder with my good friend from Indiana. He's a fishing buddy. His name is Chuck Needle. And we came up with nut powder.
Seriously or not?
No, it's true.
It's true. Terry Bradshaw's nuts, I heard, were seen.
Well, you know what? He is a big personality. His personality,
are these clues also?
Oklahoma cannot contain his personality.
This wide?
It is gigantic.
This wide?
He's a big boy. And he's taller than I am. I'm a very short German Jew. And he would put his arm around me and kind of squeeze me because he loved me.
Oh.
But his arm was usually around my neck like a vice, like a nutcracker. And for a week, I would walk with a crick.
Come on.
I'm not kidding.
Who was the older brother leader in all of this?
Terry Bradshaw became Jeff Dye's father.
Wow.
It was tender to watch.
Wow, that's very sweet.
Yeah.
And then did anyone become the annoying younger brother besides Bill?
No, that sums it up.
In a fun way. Okay.
That sums it up. He's 86. Terry has a bet going. What country is Bill just going to take a dive? When is Bill going out? I say Barcelona.
And no one won that, obviously.
Now, I will say, in an art class, the boys were given a pound of clay, and I pushed the very envelope further than I've ever pushed my life envelope when they asked me to be the model. And I saw on a commercial, I saw myself as a model. And I thought, oh, my God, I look like the turkey I just had for Thanksgiving. I think I need a trainer bra. Oh, my.
No, did you actually go through with it?
I did.
So you were totally in the nude in this art class.
I was totally nude. I walked up to Terry. I leaned against Terry to see what he was molding. And all he did was look at me in the eye and say, back up. Back away.
I cannot wait to see the show.
Not kidding.
Oh, my God. And then
camels. We met camels. We rode camels through the Sierra. We rode them up to the hotel. We got off the camel, which is like a 5 or 6 position
It's
thing.
very difficult. I've seen
difficult.
it happen in person.
And then we checked our camel with the valet.
is the most interesting thing you've taken away from this experience, besides not only being with the guys, but being around the world?
Do not wait. Do not think, oh, you know what? I'll do that next year. If you think you need to do something in your life, you get off your couch, you walk out of that house, and you do it. And I'm telling you something, George was a little skeptical in the first year. He was not very participatory. And then he saw the show back and he went, oh, that's what I've been missing. And this year, he was a completely different Foreman. I'm not kidding.
You know, that says a lot when you see your actual self on TV.
Yes.
Not acting, but your actual self.
And this is it. You know, there are 5 cameras. There's no script.
Right.
We are making this up as we are living it. And,
you can't fake it.
By the grace of God, we're funny.
I'm going to promote the show again. Better late than never. I promise you guys, it is hilarious. My friend is a producer on the show. Paul is my very good friend, Greenberg.
Paul Greenberg.
Yeah.
A very funny producer.
Very funny. I met him on my sketch show, the Jenny McCarthy Show, 20 years ago on MTV. He walked in the door and I hired him.
Yeah.
And he's been writing for me ever since.
I totally get that.
Genius, right?
We had a wonderful man, Jim Wise, and Carol Leifer.
Yes.
Yes. And they were there. If they saw something,
like an opportunity,
they would write a line.
Right.
But otherwise, we had nothing.
They said you didn't need it. You guys were just...
No, these people were... I was so happy that I got to know them.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
They said the same about you.
Paul,
yes.
We're at the DMZ in Korea. Paul is in the shot. Paul ran like the Dickens to hide behind the South Korean barracks. And he took a header.
I saw that.
And he slid on the pebbles. Poor Paul.
Oh.
I think he is now just over
Just
it.
recovering.
Wow.
But that was fun to be at that fake.
It was scary.
Yes.
Because, now there's tension.
Correct.
Then there was tension because every summer there's tension.
But I don't
they
think you guys
yell
would
at
have
each
shot
other.
there.
They play music at each other. Now... You don't want to go to
No, you don't want to go there. Before we let you go, this will take just all of 30 seconds. It's a quick little game. It's called Jenny's High Five. 5 questions.
Okay.
What is the Fonz doing today?
Watching Better Late Than Never. He is an amazing... I'm not kidding. He's a really loyal friend.
When Fonzie would say sit on it, what did he want people to sit on?
Well, it depended on who you were.
What is your all-time favorite Happy Day memory?
Soup to nuts. The people, the softball games, because I never played softball before.
That's right.
The traveling, playing softball all over the world. The figuring out what was funny in the script that week. I loved doing that show. That show introduced me to the world.
And now you get to see people's best selves because they bring them to
people come up to me all over the world.
Isn't that wonderful?
And they said, I learned English from your show.
Oh.
You made me laugh. When I came to America, I didn't have a friend. Fonzie was my friend.
Oh, Fonzie.
Oh my God, that's...
When you go to a jukebox, what song do you look for first?
In the still of the night.
Oh. Last question, Laverne or Shirley? Who would be a better match for Fonzie?
Shirley.
There.
Because Laverne would beat the shit out of me.
On that note, Henry Winkler, thank you so much. Better late than never. You guys have to check it out. The 2-hour season 2 premiere, Monday, January 1st at 9 p.m. on NBC. We'll be right back. Will you take a picture with the superfans
I would
and myself?
love it.
Let's do it.
Jenny McCarthy Show. Oh!